Apple certainly knows how to create hype. They did it this time. The Apple iPad making its world debut. CNBC's Jim Goldman has the details, including, Jim, I'm curious who was on the naming committee.
Indeed, so much speculation, and now the cat is finally out of the bag. Say hello to iPad. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the video here of the event that has just concluded. Steve Jobs took the stage and has essentially been emceeing for the past 90 minutes or so. The iPad, it does everything your iPhone will do and much, much more. In fact, it's much bigger than an iPhone, and it is a beautiful device. There's no question about it. The real challenge for Apple, as the company unveils plenty of different applications for this, is how it is going to appeal to the marketplace. Steve Jobs took on Amazon.com and the Kindle by name, saying that they are pleased to stand on the shoulders of Amazon and bring ebooks and e-readers a big step forward. In fact, there's going to be a new iBook store, and the full-color screens and all of the different things that the iPad offers as far as book reading is concerned is pretty extraordinary. Amazon is going to have some difficulties on their hand. Under the hood, this thing runs on a homegrown chip from Apple. This is from the PA Semi unit at the company, meaning Intel is not involved in this, Qualcomm is not involved in this, and that could be a sign of the times. Also, as far as where this product goes, Steve Jobs says he wants it to be in everybody's hands, and that's why this company is so aggressive on pricing. Not the $1,000 that was rumored, but substantially less. Take a listen.
Just like we were able to meet or exceed our technical goals, we have met our cost goals. And I am thrilled to announce to you that the iPad pricing starts not at $999, but at just $499. $499.
Yeah, talk about a price break. And what about connectivity to the internet? There's going to be two ways to do it, via Wi-Fi and a new 3G model of iPad. And guess who gets the contract there? That will be an AT&T service, not Verizon, as was rumored. In fact, Verizon didn't come up at all in today's comments. AT&T will be a part of this. The pricing for that monthly service plan is extremely aggressive, and no contracts necessary. This will be a prepay, on-the-go kind of thing, and you'll be able to pay for it on a month-to-month basis. This is a new way to price for AT&T, and that generated a lot of buzz as well. This is going to be, a story to follow. We're just getting the first tastes of the impact of this device on the marketplace. We'll see if it becomes a big success for Apple, or if it can fit into that specific category I mentioned on the blog, whether this was the Gran Torino of technology. Is it an iPod? Is it an iPhone? Is it a Mac? Is it a pickup truck? Is it a car? Apple's got to establish the category here, and Steve Jobs says, we've got the goods, that's a quote, to do just that. We'll see exactly what happens. Aaron, back to you.
Thank you very much, Jim Goldman. And now I'm here with David Faber to talk about whether the iPad is living up to the hype. You've raised a few points. First of all, though, I don't know if you knew, maybe you did. I just heard that for the first time what he said, that they're selling this AT&T without a contract.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty interesting considering all the
Right,
the
so
loud complaints about AT&T service. People are going to drop in and out. That's interesting.
To the extent this is a mobile device, I think people need to also understand, though, the price points. $499 is just Wi-Fi. Now, obviously, it is mobile. You can use it in your home. You can go to Starbucks, but you need a Wi-Fi network if you're just paying $499.
Right.
You need to pay about $630 to actually have 3G capability, including that 16-megabit chip, and then you work up from there. So add $130, then you've got your monthly service fee. So if you really want it to be a truly mobile device, you're obviously not talking $499. You're talking close to $630 at 16 megabits.
Plus, because a lot of the, we talk about this too, a lot of the pricing rumors this morning were $800 to $1,000, and maybe if you look at it on an annual basis with the 3G, that is what you're looking at.
Well, yeah, if you're paying $29.99 to AT&T.
Right. So what's your takeaway? You said this is going to shut down America's networks.
No, I have not said that at all. Listen, the iPod obviously changed so much beyond just Apple. The iPhone, the same. Apple does things that have ramifications across industries and across many different companies. And we'll see. Jim, of course, makes the good point. Will it be a game-changing kind of a product? If it is, like those other two, well, then clearly it's going to have an impact not just on Apple, but across the board. You know, we've got 4G services coming in a couple of years. Certainly a device like this or a second-generation device is going to be interesting to see what it's capable of doing.
What is 4G?
Well, it's the fourth generation of wireless services, but it's, you know, it's your broadband to the house right now. Right. That's basically what it is. It's going to be 15 megabits or whatever it is. You know, now the cable companies by that point will be delivering a lot more, but that's what it really is.
It's 3G, but faster.
It's broadband.
And more data.
I mean, it's to your cell phone as opposed to what you're dealing with now, which clearly is not there. Data, of course, taking up so much more. Listen, search is going to become larger mobilely than it is on desktops probably next year, according to some surveys. And so here's another mobile device in which a lot of things are going to be done. You wonder about Google. You wonder about all these apps. Are apps going to take the place for search to a certain extent as you get some ubiquity with devices like this? And then, of course, what it means for the media companies. Right. Good, because it gives them yet another distribution platform, or bad because it disintermediates them from their customer. So a lot of important questions even before we actually ever get a chance to look at this thing.
Right. And, of course, news on the naming committee. All right. Well, David Faber, thank you very much.